Hey everybody, it's Mr. Carlos again, and we're here for another art lesson. Today's lesson is making collages out of colored construction paper, and we are going to try to learn how to use scissors and glue better, and how to make images out of just colored pieces of paper instead of drawing them. Though you can use some drawing in this if you want. So I'm going to show you how to make one, and the rest is up to you. And again, I always show very simple, and then everything else is you using your imagination, your energy, and your hard work to come up with something fantastic. Also, remember, if you don't like one, you can always do another. So here's a few things you want to remember before you start. If you're working at home, it's a good idea to lay down some newspaper or some scrap paper so that you don't get glue on your table surface. Another little trick that I figured out while I was doing my practice was, if you have a damp paper towel, when you get glue on your fingertips, you can just use the damp paper towel to clean your fingertips so everything doesn't stick to you. So we start out with, here are the materials you want to be using today. Our scissor. This is supposed to be Elmer's glue, or a glue stick. I'm going to use the glue stick because I prefer it, but I want to show you all the options. And or tape, clear tape. So these are all extras that you can use. I'm also showing you the markers so that when you maybe run out of things you can cut and paste, you can finish it off with markers or crayons. The other thing we're using is colored construction paper of all kinds. And I'm going to just show you how we use this. These were the ones I had before, that's why they're cut up. So you want to start with a piece of paper that you can glue onto. If you want to be different or just try something new, you could also use a piece of colored paper to work on. There's no problem with that. So it's up to you. I just use the white. So usually you have to have an idea of what you want to make. So my idea for today was I want to make a boat. So I'm going to start with a blue piece of paper, and I'm going to make the bottom of the boat first. So I have to think about, what does the bottom of a boat look like? And my imagination tells me it looks like a shape like this. Now, whenever you have a shape, you can try and make all kinds of things out of it, but I'm going to use this to make a boat. So this is where I have my paper and my glue stick. Now, the other trick to good gluing is how you press it down after you get the glue on it. So there's my glue. Put it down right in the center. Now, if you can't figure out how to cut it just free like that, you can always use a pencil and draw it. In fact, I'll draw the next part so you can see how to do it. Take my pencil. It's windy out here. So now I want to do the top of the boat, which is kind of like a staircase, a two-sided staircase. Here's another recommendation. A lot of times when you want to cut something out, people like to draw something in the center and then cut it out. But what that does is it creates a lot of waste. So I'm going to recommend that you always start from your edges and use your edges first. So that you have bigger pieces of paper to use in the future. So there you can see I've drawn out top of the boat. Then I proceed to cut it out. And there I have the top of my boat. This is kind of like a steamship. And once again, I don't have to glue the whole thing. Okay, so there I've got the beginning of a boat. The next thing I might want to put on it is the windows on the boat. I'm going to use a little piece of paper because I like to save the big pieces of paper for big projects. And the windows on a boat are usually round. That's not perfect, but it's okay. Here's another trick. You can rub your little piece, if it's a little piece, and then peel it off so that you find a way to pick it up. Now my finger's all sticky, so this is where I use my damp rag. Okay, I'll do one more. And if you are not skilled with scissors, someone might be able to help you, or I encourage you to just try the best you can and keep at it and you will get better. There, I have two windows. Now, I could continue, but I think you get the basic idea. Another thing I want to show you also is if you are not good at cutting, you can always tear. So I'm going to use, see, this was a piece of paper that I just tore, and I'm going to make myself, I'm going to try and make a cloud. It's going to be a green cloud, but that's okay. So there, that looks like a cloud. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that you can tear. And also, and finally, you can take a marker. If you run out of time or you're just too frustrated, you could add some more windows. You could add a smokestack. And some smoke coming out of it. And what do we call this part? The rudder. Okay. I would say try to do as much as you can with the colored construction paper, and then at the very end fill in your details with the marker. So that is how you use colored construction paper, scissors, markers, and glue, or this glue if you want, or tape if you really need to make an image of something. Now I'm going to show you, I made a more involved one. To show you, you can see the difference. I used torn paper to make the leaves of the tree. I also mixed it with some cut pieces. I made a house and I put some hearts around it, maybe because home is where the heart is, something like that. And if I were to continue on this, I might take crayons actually and color the sky in lightly. But the main part of it is made out of colored construction paper in just different shapes. So I want to see you try this and have some fun, be imaginative, ask for help if you need it, and if one doesn't work, just try another. Okay, have a great day.